All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Got to think he's going to try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev, ready to make another major statement here tonight. Well, this is exciting here, DC. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, is back in a big spot here tonight.
Bruce Lee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Bruce Lee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed. It was the charisma. It was the approach of Bruce Lee that made him so special. And tonight, he's going to look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done.
And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice would make perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, ladies and gentlemen, Bruce effing Lee finds himself in yet another big spot here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khamzat Chimaev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight.
Let's do it.
All right, here's Bruce Lee getting ready for another UFC start as we begin round 1. So fast, so quick, so good at setting up striking angles, and it's hard to simulate the speed in training. I know the opponent has talked a lot about trying to find training partners to simulate Bruce Lee. Easy, in good position to rip off the Kimura here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Khamzat Chimaev getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it.
He's got him in the clinch once again.
Just over 3 minutes now to go. Oh, heavy kick downstairs. Back and forth we go. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, he gets tagged there. Nice combination to the head. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
It's a masterclass, John. It's a masterclass in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combinations with the kick.
Nice jab by Khamzat Chimaev. Takedown defense holds up. And he is back up to his feet. With 90 seconds to go in round one. That's a good kick by him right there. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Lee gets lit up by that straight punch.
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
These boys are going at it.
Well, fortunate that one didn't land to the head. The hook shot blocked by Chimaev. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Deep breath, brother. Breathe. All right, let's get him some water. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome.
All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Oh, you talk about mixing the martial arts. Perfect strategy here. Lee gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Chimaev's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Chimaev's bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round two. Man, this is... Oh! Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. Takedown defense is there. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two.
That's how you control a fight. He's fighting behind the jab.
All right, so again, he shoots for a takedown here. Looks like he entered pretty well, but once again, not able to take the opposition back.
Just a great idea of what was in front of him by the opponent. He knew that he would have to...
Huge connection for DC. He is hurt.
Massive game plan. And his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Oh, nice combination.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
All right, that is the end of the round. Chimaev's corner now. We'll take a look at that lip. The cut man is in, and you got to tighten that up. It's really starting to bleed now. We'll see if it rears its ugly head as this fight continues. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going on. An appreciative crowd obviously getting behind both fighters. Both guys just brawling like crazy in that previous one.
They both came with an idea that they were collecting $50,000 extra dollars.
Punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting. Because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
He's having his way with him here. Chimaev's going for the rear naked choke.
Oh, that's getting deep. He's gonna choke him. There it is. Good work.
Oh, an even better job to escape.
Creativity getting to that submission, but also creative defense in order to survive that submission.
Lee is now dealing with a cheat cut. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Good work from the top here by Lee. Well, you got to think he's going to enjoy watching this one back tomorrow morning. He has landed a ton of significant strikes, and really a guy who has been a monster in the gym, finally putting it together here in the octagon.
To go home and admire your work, it doesn't take till the next morning. He's going back to the room right now and firing up the video to look at beauty in action, and he was the one causing all the action.
Chimaev's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now. Oh, that gilly is tight. Lee's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense.
Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Really good job with the ground and pound, and now you can see some visible swelling on his opponent. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Nicely done. And right into side control. Final seconds here. Oh, Darce choke locked and loaded. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight.
I need you to get out there.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go. Khamzat Chimaev, with much fanfare, is back as this round gets underway, and not the fight during which to get up and grab a beer. This man usually works quickly, fights as if he's double parked out front, and he believes in this particular matchup that he is going to get a knockout or submission, and it might just happen here early in this round. All right, early round one action here as the fighter engages in the clinch, and again, we don't know the striking discrepancy here, but you got to think the wrestler is going to pursue these situations in this match.
I mean, he spent his lifetime here. He spent his lifetime in close. So he gets to the clinch, he gets chest to chest, and he's comfortable.
All right, so now here on the ground, now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to lock in.
This is big. That's big. He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move.
Oh, nice job to block the kick. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Under 3 minutes to go in round one.
Solid punch lands for him.
Unable to land the head kick there. Doing a real nice job with these leg kicks, trying to slow his opponent down, and largely succeeding. Nice. Nicely done.
Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee.
Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook. He's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have to get out of here.
And he landed a nice hook shot there, DC.
He landed the hook exactly where he needed it to be. And good with ill intent.
Big power shot there.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
All right, so it looks like some bruising on that thigh right now. He hasn't really done anything to
And it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut. Right hand.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Well, you better start doing something defensively. A lot of these knees are landing to the bottom.
I mean, and it's going to drain you. You cannot stand there while someone has a clinch and it's just driving knees into your body.
Round two straight ahead.
All right, sit down, bud. Take a deep breath for me. All right, get him some water. Drink.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And
Ready to fight? Ready.
second round underway. Clean punch right there.
Big inside kick.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Khamzat Chimaev gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Fighters back to their feet here. All right, so another strike targeting the fighter's thigh area. You see the visible bruising and really building that into the game plan methodically as the fight continues.
Well, he said it, John. He told us. He told us that he would beat his legs up and then he would change his target. Right now, the focus is on the leg and it's starting to pay dividends.
Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now, but if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse.
Three minutes now to go in round two. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Chimaev's in half guard.
Watch his neck.
Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, so he continues to attack that upper leg area, and the thigh is really starting to show some visible bruising.
It's showing visible bruising, and you can see his movements are a bit labored. Look for him to try to switch his stances and try to hide that leg, because he has to do something.
Well, let's do it. Just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 29 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Bruce the Dragon
Well, what else can you say about Bruce Lee after a performance like this one? Seemingly everyone on the roster wants to take their cracks against one of the founding fathers of mixed martial arts, and candidly, thus far, few men have succeeded. This just might have been Bruce Lee's best performance inside the octagon.